It's a happy penguin from Peanut as Delight gonna have to be healed. He flashes away. Envy's gonna pick up first blood. And Gen G already on the back foot. Version of the ult, but the permafrost is there and Chovy's just dead. Closer locks down that kill.
Atlas week of upsets continues maybe here in the LC.
0-6! Really not counting their chickens just yet though, as you could hear as Delight. Going to get caught out. Okay, maybe it's time to start counting as Nature's Grasp is going to come through. Pace fighting against Envy, but losing that battle. Chovy comes down though, and Willa will be taken down. Closer is coming. All right, well, Chovy is just going to keep some vision here as Envy's going to walk it on out as Kyle going to get missed by the last one, but I think the Sand Soldiers and the Deadly Flourish are going to be enough to pick that one up. Peanut, happy birthday, mate. Another snare to come in. Chovy looks for it. There's the Emperor's Divide. Closer getting taken down low. Chovy's the first to die, though. And Gen G, they don't have enough damage. They don't have enough people. There's no chance. And Peanut goes down. That is not the fight you wanted to take. Well, Shirley is going to be the focus here for Gen G. They're going to start this one off. Willa, let's see how that smite button's going, as a couple of turrets are going to dissuade him from getting on in here. There's a Deadly Flourish as well. The CC is certainly a big deal as it's secured by Peanut. Doran going to come in as well as the Nature's Grasp is now done with. We'll see what this Silas can get done as he misses the chains. There's a double Gnar though, and first the Renekton is going to go down. The bullets are raining as a Deadly Flourish will connect, but there's no follow-up. Delight's going to go far too far forward, and the Silas picks up a double kill. And
barely escaped disaster.
Oh dear. Turn. Well, Delight could be in trouble. Peanut's going to come on over. The arrow is going to miss, however, and there's the Deadly Flourish. And now I think they're starting to have the damage built up for themselves. Pays locks down that kill after the flash. As the arrow is going to connect onto Pays, he immediately uses the cleanse as Closer on the flank. Can Gen G find a fight before he gets here, though? And the answer is no, as Pays going to flash to get out of the way of the chains. The Emperor's Divide going to be picked up. The Gnar is not massive, but the Emperor's Divide is! And Closer will tear them all up! He's going to bounce on top of the Renekton, goes golden beautifully, and Chovy is still alive. Can he get it done? Another Emperor's Divide, this time on the Gen G side as he flashes out of the way of Envy, but Envy's going to have a flash of his own, and that is the ace for Liv Sandbox.
They're setting up for it.
Yeah, cool kids definitely don't panic. That was very cute, the twisted advance to avoid getting stunned by the arrow. Kyle is going to have that one back off cooldown in about 20 seconds, and he'll just throw another one. So you don't have to worry about that. 3-0-6 here for Envy.
Void
on this Varus is doing a lot of work.
Void Staff for Closer too.
Well, Peanut's going to do the same thing again. Twisted Advance Bramble Smash. Pretty good for disengage.
Even this late into the game, to be respectful of it.
Another arrow going to come through. Wallop is going to connect onto Doran though, as there is a double Gnar into the wall. Peanut the target as Nature's Grasp comes down. I don't know whether they should be focusing the Maokai as Doran jumps over. They clear out the Gnar, and Closer, he hits the epic as Chovy goes golden. Now Delight is trying to fight him. He's trying to be the hero as the Silas is not going to fall yet. The Emperor's Divide pushes him under another turret. What do you need to do to kill this man? There is a dream, but I don't know how much hope there is as there are bullets flying towards Willa now. This Baron is still very healthy, but Doran, not so much. He's going to slice, dice, flash, try and get out, but the Gnar is going to stop him, and Kyle will lock down the kill. Now Closer's going to get Deadly Flourish. That's a lot of rockets in the shape of bees going into his back.
This Baron is still very healthy. I think Gen G absolutely can contest with this Leandri's on Chovy. Baron. Or turn on Baron faster, but they kind of did neither. Is okay.
Well, here is the fight onto Closer as the Jhin almost just dies from being close to him. I think that's what happened. The arrow is going to be flashed as there's another big Gnar. Chovy's taken down the Ashe though, and there's the flash out from Willa. Closer, Deadly Flourish misses with Sandbox relatively low, and look at this. The Pigeon is coming in. Can he shift Sand enough in order to get over here and stop this? Conquering Sands comes in. There is Closer with the Zhonya's, and Chovy can have to do the same thing. Now in an awkward position, Doran is the one that picks up on it. Chovy, he goes down. Envy's going to get, oh, he flashes, and he gets out. Oh my goodness, this Varus is just insane right now, but
insane.
Genji. So never mind, we got back away, and there's the Deadly Flourish. Will we see the follow-up? The answer is yes, finally! They managed to kill the Varus, but is that going to be enough? Because that's a lot expended now on both sides, but Doran, is it the Crocodile's time to shine? Kyle going to get taken down. Gen G come alive.
Find out.
Well, Closer is alive as well. This is such a scary moment. Genji, please turn, for goodness sake. There it is. They pick up the Sejuani and take her down. Willa cannot smite from the grave. It's the hard counter to the Live Sandbox playstyle as they just do a bit of a drive-by. Check it out. See the Baron going down.
Their second lowest combined champion kills right now. Well, let's add 35 in this game to where we're at. I think the stats are changing after this one. A 35-minute game, 35 kills.
Well, is it over yet? There's a... Never mind, there isn't a Renekton. Live Sandbox will close in. The double dabs to come through here from Live Sandbox as they trample Genji in game number 1 in the very end. Gave them a Baron to let them feel like they're having a good time. If he doesn't get it for this one, I'll be really, really sad. Look at that blip. A little bit of a blip there. But Live Sandbox, it's going to go for it anyway. The needlework being thrown through. There it is. Cease and desist to come down. Envy's going to go. And Closer teleports in. The Gwen is indeed immune, as we were talking about. Flash out from Peanut, though, and there's the flash forward from Kyle. They can slow him with the Rend, and Closer should be able to find another set of arrows. There it is. It's going to be collected by Doran, but it doesn't actually matter. Peanut still goes down, and Doran takes a...
Snowball is really just kind of fallen by the wayside here. This is a pretty nice play from Birdall to set up, and then you have the pullback into the teleport. This is clean. But unfortunately, the resources committed to this are so high, and because you don't even get the turret here, the result is very middling. Yeah. Meanwhile, over here, you have Ashe Arrow engage. This is why this champion is so incredibly broken. Followed up by ult, and Chovy is pushing a bottom turret.
Catch Birdall out. They might get their wish here, but he does unstoppable a lot of it. Oh, the ult doesn't quite get through, and so he is not going to K'Sante his way.
Wish they would click on Closer. Okay, now we can see he's 2 ults up.
Well, the arrow is going to come through as Emperor's Divide comes down, but he's kept in position. Goes golden, though, and he can tank for about 1,600 years, everyone. This is Silas. And there it is, 1,600 years. Wasn't as long as I kind of thought, but guess time is a bit of a relative thing as Chovy finds no one with his Emperor's Divide. Kyle's over the wall. That was... It just a little bit miscalculated as an arrow's going to connect onto Willa here, and Doran's going to lock down that kill. Now Genji with the man advantage and no Willa means no possible scary as there's his version of the cease and desist as they look to lock down Peanut. He goes golden as well as the Varus locks up that kill. Pays trying to get the work done as Doran, massive damage. Willa's straight back to the death chamber once again. Grace, but the arrow is so good at denying the follow-off as now Doran dives on forward. The needlework is good, but he hasn't got any of the big kills just yet. And now, cease and desist coming down, and the Gwen not as immune as he wants to be. But it's the Sivir damage that needs to be respected. The massive knock-up going, oh, Envy! I don't know whether you wanted that one, buddy, as Silas goes in deep, grabs the support, and Willa is going to burn to death from the Liandry's. Genji!
It's theirs again. Oh, absolutely. So you got to be super patient as Genji are.
Well, they're going to dive on forward. We'll see whether Doran can survive this. The answer is kind of yes, but Vi is already dead. Doran goes into his Zhonya's, but can he get to safety? Yes, he can. Of course he can.
Of course he can, you say? Yeah. Because he gets away with like 5% health.
That's what he's been doing all day, Wolf.
I know. And Live Sandbox just barely survive. You're staving off the pressure.
Genji looking for a flank angle. Envy gonna get sniped! The Fate's Call is not off cooldown, so he's gonna get taken! Peanut is gonna lock up the kill, and now Willa is the next target, the perfect option! As Peanut, he found his window, and he immediately dove through. A double kill for Pays! This should be the ace. Closer is gonna try as he might to get this one working for them. Emperor's Divide comes in, and yes, the Ashe dies, but that's the end of the game. Genji bring us to 1-1.
You know, these two teams said, wouldn't it be interesting if we let Ashe through the draft? It's been a little while in the LCK since we let Ashe through the draft. You know, people haven't seen that Arrow gameplay in a few days. Here in week 3, we're a little Ashe starved. Let's just let that one through and trade wins here. We're 1-1.
I'm worried about Gwen. Who left Gwen through the draft, man? I feel like I'm back in last year or something like that. In the end, Genji were able to find that avenue in, and like you say, the Gwen value. So no Cloud's all be a bit sad, that's fine, as Doran. Oh dear. Vanguard's Edge coming in, and there's the Blade Surge. Finds it with the W, and Birdall grabs the solo kill first blood for Live Sandbox.
Ashe bottom side here, Live Sandbox.
All right, well, we're going to go for the engage as Closer. Yeah, the Miasma not really doing too much this time, and Pays is going to lock down that kill. As it didn't work out in that particular moment. Now Gen G are the team that do have control of that Herald.
Can hide where he is, though, if he gets this back off. Looks like he was delayed.
Oh, Peanut will be caught out. There's the Cyclone once again, right off cooldown. Will is going to be able to find it here as he gets over, flashes on top of Peanut, and it's a solo kill in the end. Delight has to flash as well, and Liv Sandbox, you have earned this dragon.
No, in the previous game.
Looks for the wallop. Does now have the ultimate available and gets it, but it doesn't really do too much. Still, it's going to work out as Pace stands his ground. Closer, moving up towards the top side as Peanut has to flash as he's scared of the Heimerdinger.
So he can't actually get up there and help out despite Willer's great play.
Arrow. Cool. We are going to have a look towards the bottom side as Envy is punished for throwing arrows at Chovy. You're not allowed to do that.
As we are going to see this Herald taken. Bertol trying to get these surges online. This could be a huge opportunity for the Aurelia flank.
Well, the arrow is just going to part the sea as, okay. And that is just a lot of damage.
Look at the rotation over from Willer.
Yep, teleport immediately as well after that turret fell down as the arrow is going to connect, and that's a very dead Doran.
Macro error here from Gen G. Fireworks are really going to be as one more time.
Another one, and this time it's going to connect on to Peanut.
No respect.
As cease and desist comes in, but Bertel's still going to be able to grab that kill. That is real comfy. And Gen G going to have to back away yet again. Liv Sandbox wrestling back control.
Gen G, you won the last game with an Ash arrow. Okay, many Ash arrows.
Yeah.
And then you just had this mistake a moment ago. Here we go, TP fight.
Yeah, how does Willa get himself out of this one is the question, as Jovi's going to come on over, and the answer is he doesn't. He just gets shot, as the poke is reigning true. And Pace getting a lot of damage across the Liv Sandbox roster as Arrow's going to connect. They're going to blow up the Gnar as best they can. He's very tanky, though, as he now looks to walk his way out. The Petrifying Gaze, not as scary as the name might suggest. As it turns out, as Envy, not going to get taken down by that arrow.
Bertol still has ultimate here, not actually going to utilize it.
Maybe a good option as, all right, Realm Warp going to deliver everyone. Petrifying Gaze comes in, but I think it was Closer that was scared as the whole crew turns up. Just to buy time, but there it is. Bertel's going to try and turn it on to Pace. That's a lot of money, but he gets stunned up and he will be taken down. That is 6-0-0 now for this Varus. Man, Liv Sandbox really are the real deal, but they're going to have to show it in this late game as we cruise towards it. 30 minutes, very close on the clock, as this gold lead has not shifted in a very long time. It's Doran, the arrow, not going to connect. Oh.
Man, these arrows just seem a little bit thinner than normal for Envy this game.
I think Doran might also be a cool kid, because he did not panic there either. Kyle, maybe he should have, though. That's the five-head play.
We need, Liv Sandbox needs to get a big ult combo here. This just isn't going to work.
Oh, Wallop, Gnar into the wall. Closer taking a lot of damage. Petrifying Gaze going to try and take down Doran. He's very low. He tries to take the Realm Warp out and he escapes. Now Pays off to the side, but he presents a huge target. But maybe he's exactly the target that Gen G wants, distracting the rest of Liv Sandbox. There's the Prowler's Claw we were looking for, and the triple kill for Gen G. As they will now be able to break open the base, and this may have just been the back-breaking moment for
I
Liv
think
Sandbox.
it is. Liv Sandbox really want that fight. Peanut really wants to get out of that turret range.
Not a lot of minions just yet.
Yeah, I think if he dies there even, I don't think he cares that much. They don't even have Baron buff, and they're pushing to end. Death timers here at 32 minutes, super long. Gen G with a valiant attempt in this series to close out a game without any disasters, and I think we can say this game went pretty well of the three.
It absolutely did. Another kill, 10-0-2 for Pays on this Varus. Are we going to get two Varus POGs in this series? What a...
I gotta say...